Hello and welcome, Fromily theory fans. Today we're diving into one of the biggest mysteries in From, Tabitha's bracelet. This simple object seems to defy time itself, reappearing across different timelines, and even finding its way to characters from decades past. Could this bracelet be more than just a piece of jewelry? Let's get into it. Tabitha thought she lost her bracelet when Julie was just a baby. Yet years later, she finds it again in the town's storage, something she and Jim both recognize. But the mystery does not stop there. We actually see the bracelet on Victor's mother, Miranda, in a flashback, despite the fact that she lived decades before Tabitha. So how is this possible? Let's explore the theory. First, let's set up the timeline. If Jim loses the bracelet in 2022, it somehow ends up in a place where time flows differently, the dungeon. This is the same dungeon where Boyd encounters Martin, a place that seems outside of regular time and space, almost like a timeless pocket within the town. Now imagine this. In 1979, Miranda, Victor's mother, visits the dungeon and discovers this very same bracelet. In her eyes, it is not just any bracelet, it is the bracelet from her visions, a design she thought she created herself. Believing it is a piece she imagined and crafted for Henry, she decides to keep it. But here is the twist. She is unknowingly wearing the exact same bracelet that Jim lost in 2022, now appearing in her era due to the dungeon's strange properties. When Miranda eventually dies, her belongings, including the bracelet, are gathered and stored in the town's diner. Decades later, Tabitha stumbles upon it, instantly recognizing it as the bracelet she thought was lost forever. It is a surreal moment, as if the town has returned a part of her past. Only this time, it is connected to the lives of those who came before her. So how does this bracelet exist across different timelines? This town is not bound by ordinary time. It operates on loops and cycles, with places like the dungeon acting as points of convergence. When Jim loses the bracelet in 2022, it becomes unstuck from time and can appear in other eras, including Miranda's. This means that the bracelet essentially exists in a timeless state, linking people like Jim, Miranda, and Tabitha across different generations. Each time the bracelet is found, it draws characters from the past and present together, creating a sense of connection, almost as if the town itself wants to keep their memories, traumas, and stories intertwined. But here's an interesting question. Could the dungeon actually be used to go back and change things? If someone could go back and stop Miranda's death, maybe they could prevent the cycle from repeating and finally end the loop. If Miranda survived, perhaps it would break the connection, unraveling the mysterious ties that keep the town's residents bound to each other and the bracelet. So why does this happen? The bracelet might be more than just a piece of jewelry. It could be a tool used by the town to influence its inhabitants. By reconnecting characters across time, the bracelet becomes a bridge between the past and present, hinting that every resident in this town is part of an ongoing cycle. Perhaps this bracelet is the town's way of binding people to its history. Each time it appears, it deepens the mystery, showing that escape is not so simple. The town might even be feeding off these connections, keeping people trapped within its endless cycle. In the end, the bracelet is not just jewelry, it is a symbol of the town's power to manipulate time, memory, and connection. Each generation unknowingly inherits the stories of those who came before them, bound by the same fate. Whether it is a sign, a warning, or part of the town's game, this bracelet is more than a keepsake. It is a reminder that in this town, time is never straightforward, and the past is always watching. Thank you for being here with us today, Fromily. Please share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think about the bracelet and its connection to the town's mysteries. Don't forget to like and subscribe so we can keep diving into these theories together. Take care, and we'll see you very soon with the next mystery.